It's also important to note the very best system that AI researchers have discovered for how do you make AIs behave is something called RLHF, reinforcement learning with human feedback. But essentially, it's just advanced clicker training, like for a dog, and like bopping the AI in the nose when it gets something wrong. So imagine trying to take a 9-year-old and clicker train them or bop them in the nose. What are they going to do? As soon as you leave the room, they're going to not do what you ask them to do. And that's the same thing here, right? We know how to we know how to like help AIs align in like short-term things, but we have no idea. There's no research on how to make them align in a longer-term sense. So let's go with Jeff Dean, who runs sort of Google AI. And he says, although there are dozens of examples of emergent abilities, there are currently few compelling explanations for why such abilities emerge. So you don't have to take it on our faith that, that nobody knows. I'll give just one more version of this. This was only discovered, I believe, last week now, that golems are silently teaching themselves, have silently taught themselves research-grade chemistry. So if you go and play with ChatGPT right now, it turns out it is better at doing research chemistry than many of the AIs that were specifically trained for doing research chemistry. So if you want to know how to go to Home Depot and from that create nerve gas, turns out we just shipped that ability to over 100 million people.
And we didn't know. It was also something that was just in the model, but people found out later, after it was shipped, that it had research-grade chemistry knowledge.
And as we've talked to a number of AI researchers, what they tell us is that there is no way to know. We do not have the technology to know what else is in these models. Okay, so there are emergent capabilities. We don't understand what's in there. We do not have the technology to understand what's in there. And at the same time, we have just crossed a very important threshold, which is that these Golem-class AIs can make themselves stronger.